Hello and welcome to my e-lesson. In this video, we will learn how to use the AND formula. The AND formula is used to check whether all the criteria are met or not. If they are met, you get a specific answer. If they are not met, you get one specific answer. The condition is that all the criteria have to be met. Like for example, we have this two sets of number wherein the first value should be greater than 200 and the second value should be greater than 500. If that is true, you will get a result as true, otherwise it will be false. So here the first value is not greater than 200, right? It is just 100. So if I make it 200 or say make it 300, then you get a true. Both these conditions have to be met. This criteria has to be met for us to get a true. Now instead of a true, you can get any other word also over here. So welcome to this video, and wherein we will be learning the AND formula in detail now. So I have taken this example over here wherein the names of the people are mentioned over here. The sales of the products that they did are mentioned in this column, and the condition is for them to receive an incentive, the minimum sale of each product should be greater than 65. If it is the case, you should get a yes. If it is not the case, then you should get a no. So currently all these three items, apples, bananas and grapes, the value is greater than 65. So you're getting a yes. So let me make this grapes as say 50. Now you will get a no because all the criterias are not met. Apple is greater than 65, banana is greater than 65, but grapes is less than 65. So you are getting a no. So that is how the AND formula can help you. Now we will learn it in detail. Let's first learn this simple example over here. So over here, we have said condition 1. First value should be greater than 200 and the second value should be greater than 500. So I mentioned 300 over here and 800 over here. You are getting an answer as true. How did I get it? I'll show you. I'll type in is equal to and open the bracket. Now it says logical 1. So I'll say that this cell value should be greater than, what does it say over here? 200. Comma. Then I can come to my second condition. This is my second criteria or condition, which says the second value should be greater than 500. So this cell should be greater than 500. So if you see, I am using a very simple construct over here. I press enter and you get a true. Herein I am able to get a yes or no because I am using this formula in conjunction with if formula, which I'll teach you. Similarly, let's continue to learn this part also. Second value says first value should be less than 200 and the second value should be greater than 500. So how do we construct this? Is equal to and we select this cell. We say the condition is it should be less than 200, comma, second condition should be greater than 500. So this cell, let's click on it, greater than symbol should be 500, greater than 500. Close the bracket, you get a true. Let me try to change this. Let me make the second value as 300 and you get a false. Let me make it greater than 500 and you get a true. For the third condition, I would like you to go ahead and try it at your end. You can download this file from my website mylesson.org for free and try this. So now let's try to understand how are we getting to use this AND formula with if formula to get an answer. Like over here, if you see, I've used if formula with AND formula to get a yes or no if a condition is met or not. So let me show you. I'll use it for David over here. So I say if bracket open and then type in AND. So this is called a nested formula wherein one formula is used within another formula. So I'm using a nested formula wherein if I say if and this cell is greater than this cell. Condition 2, this cell has to be greater than this cell again, comma, and this cell has to be greater than this cell again. Close the bracket, comma, value if true, I can type in eligible. Value if false, not eligible. Any text value that I want should be within quotes. Close the bracket and you get not eligible. Now herein, instead of choosing David's value, I chose Sumit's value. So I'll do it again. Now, the idea is the same. So let me delete this and show it once again to you. So now let's do it for Sumit once again. Is equal to if. So now I will be using the if formula with the and formula to check whether all the conditions are being met, and if all the conditions are met using the and formula, give me a specific result. So I'll type in is equal to if. Within this I'll type in and formula with a bracket open to check whether all the conditions are being met or not. My first condition is that the sales of this should be greater than the minimum sales mentioned over here. Now as soon as I click on this, I'll press a comma and then we will move to the second condition. This one, it should also be greater than the minimum sales. I can now select this cell or type in the value also. I usually choose to select a cell with the value. Reason being that then you change one value over here and it can affect the overall formula, which is the right way of going about it. And the third value is this one, grapes. This should also be N5 should be greater than this number. Now I close the bracket. So the AND formula is now closed. It is testing all the conditions. I press in comma and now the if formula comes into picture. It says what is the result you want if all the conditions are met. I would say the result I want is eligible. And press another comma. Now it's asking what is the result you want if the values are not met, if the criteria is not met. I say not eligible. Ensure that you mention it within quotes, whatever you want to show as result. Close the bracket. Now if I want to drag it, let's see whether it will work or not. I'll say it will not work. This is less than 65. This is less than 30. This is less than 40. Still it is showing as eligible. Why? I'll tell you. What happens when I am creating this formula? I am saying that the number of minimum sales is mentioned over here. If I copy the formula down like this, so here the cell that you have to look at for the minimum sales is M2, right? If I check this one now it is looking at M3, this number, which is blank. Right? So now we need to fix this reference so that even if we copy the formula, the reference is not moved. So how do we do that? We actually just select this reference over here, M2, and press F4. So how do we do that? We just select it like this and press F4. Depending upon whatever type of laptop you are using, it might work directly as F4 or with the function key. Now if I copy the formula, it will work. So this is not eligible. See, all the values are less than 65. So let me make them 70, 80, 90. It becomes eligible. Isn't this amazing? There is an easier way of doing it also. I'll show you one more way. Is equal to if and now this cell should be greater than this cell. So now while I've just selected this, I'll press F4 here itself. Then comma, select the second cell greater than M2, press F4 here itself. Comma, next value should be greater than this cell, press F4 here itself. And then you can say yes or no, whatever. Close the bracket, press enter, copy, you will get the right answer. So this is how we use the AND formula. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to go to myelesson.org to download this file to practice along. Until the next video, this is your Guru now signing off for the day. Have a wonderful day ahead. Happy learning.